Hello, me, everyone, or someone else watching, I hope. It's been 10 months since I posted my last video, and oh no, a lot of things goes, and a lot of things happens on me, and things around me. Just there's there's things that makes me happy, and there's things that makes me sad. And let's talk about why I want to post a video after 10 months since the last one today, because I'm bored. I'm very bored, too bored, that I believe this boredom I'm experiencing is killing me, like physically killing me. You know, like 10 months before, uh, start maybe discovering the forbidden things my parents sewed, and things I never experienced before, just as a discovering behavior. And I start drinking in that at that time of period, and things gone pretty bad since. I start being alcoholic since then. Everyone's disappointed at me. My therapist told me to get rid of alcohol because every weekend, when no one's around me, I'll just drunk in my bedroom and sleep, and got a big headache once I wake up and get drunk and sleep again. So after a few months, I start to quit drinking, not because of my health issues, it's just because that doesn't help me. And I believe if things, an object that can't help me, and the only thing that can help me is myself. So I don't know, am I out of my mind or not? I start smoking. Until now, I still do. And I think a lot about this for myself. I never took health issues as any concerning, because we're all gonna die eventually. And why not try new things? So let's make a metaphor. For example, if I could do drugs, I would do, without hesitation, immediately, because I never tried. And people said curiosity kills cats, but it will make you suffer if you never satisfy your curiosity. So that's why I would try things even it will harm me, because you're just curious about it. And oh yeah, and I turned 18 in I think in 3 months before. Honestly, there's nothing special in the day I turn 18. In the day I become an adult. Well, the glass reflecting off my glasses is killing me. There's nothing special that day. But what's funny about it is I drank a lot in that day with my siblings, my cousins, and both my parents. I drank so much that I've passed out. And in the very next day, I went to Disneyland with my friends during my hangover. But fortunately, I didn't throw up or misbehaving in the theme park, and I didn't mess up myself during my roller coaster ride. And that's the birthday, my birthday, my very first and last 18th birthday. Honestly, there's nothing special about it. And get back to the topic. I'm posting this video because I'm bored. It's killing me, really does. And I pop up an idea what to do because it's currently summer and it's very hot and moisture out there. Even just for a walk with my t-shirts on, it makes me sweat a lot. That I have to take a shower every time I get home. And I really hate going outside. And I turn on my air conditioner in a very low temperature, just like how it feels in winter, so that I could wear this clothes. Because I like this clothes, but I don't want to wear it outside. And I've in the abandoned place I found years ago. I went back to it last week. I brought a graffiti spray online, and I go to that place just to draw a few words, and there's nothing good looking about the word I spray. I do that because I was bored, and this boredomness makes me suffer for a long time. And you never knew. Maybe it would kill me, or maybe I could kill the boredomness. I hope so. But what I'm doing now, I don't think it works. And I'm kind of running out of my word because I'm running out of my ideas. And I don't know. Let's take it as I'm talking as myself with myself. Maybe I'll know what I'm doing if I popping up some smoke. I put cigarette butts in this little bowl I made. And to be honest, smoking really make you feel better. The only thing I think smoking, the only thing I would keep smoking because it just simply look cool. Nothing more. Just looking cool. So that's why I'll do it. So back in about this video, well, at least I still play instruments. I brought a bass, a Fender bass, from like a second-hand bass with 5 string, and there's a jazz bass. It's pretty good looking, yeah. And I make a few like short video for my Instagram story, just hoping to catch some attention. But trust me, it wouldn't work. The only thing, or the only one that would like, is just friends, and they don't even know why they would like your post or your story. Because they're just doing their job as a friend. Well, I brought a mask for the graffiti job I've done last week. It's pretty cool. You don't have to smell those painting spray stuff while you're doing the job, and you can breathe it without any weird smells, and I think it's quite looking great. Yeah, just cool stuff. And I spent most of my recent money on buying snacks, especially crisps, chips, whatever you call it, and some packaged drinks like pack lemonade. Because I'm looking for a way to rush up my dopamine, just to stay away from boredom, and that really kills me. I didn't harm myself for, well, I'll say at least for half of a year. The last thing I do, I burnt myself with the cigarettes, lefting, the ash, leaving 7 stains across my chest. And I found it very stupid after, but I don't regret, because at least I could still be here talking, and I think that's enough. And that's the all-time goal I've been processing. And I don't know, I'm kind of running out of my words, but I'm collecting pillows and blankets and stuff just to stuff up my bed for no reason. Maybe it feels more comfortable. Um I get an Eevee online. This one. But I just put it aside in the corner of my bed and never use it. And my auntie gave me this pink pillow. I don't know if that's I think it's a cat. It's quite great. I could sleep on it, like as a pillow, and I found it great. So, really, there's nothing new about me. And, well, there is new things that happens on me, but not good things, I think. I miss the pigeons I found in the last video, and I never saw one since then. Like, I never saw one sleeping since then. And talk about sleeping. I got weird dreams. Vivid dreams that sometimes confuse myself with reality. The latest one, I dream about death. Someone died, I don't know who. And I'm doing some ritual things with traditional stuff in my country. You could say it's Tao stuff. I don't really know what's that. And just weird, very weird. It happens last night. And I dreamed of me and my friends hanging out in the platform of a train station. Someone jumped off on a rail, and train run across, and blood and stuff just spraying all over me, like I'm totally covered with substance from that anomalous being. But I didn't even feel fear. I just run away. Not because I'm scared, but because my body told me to run away. Dreams becomes niche recently. Even death could comes on me. Once I dream of myself die. Sorry, I flinched. Once time I dreamed of myself die. I was sent cremated. I was sent in fire. Hot fire. Very hot fire. The flame swallowed me. I lied in the flame. I couldn't move. My body didn't let me to. So, the only thing I could feel is internal burn. I thought I would die in my dream. For me, I think I died once, or twice, or many times. But I don't feel alive. Now, I don't feel alive. And I'm not that yet. I'll say it's something something around like existence crisis or something. I don't know. I study about it. I know what I'm doing, but I just can't stop what I am doing. Like, I know it's getting more philosophical. What? Sorry, my brain is kind of messed up. But I know you get what I'm saying. So, like, it won't help you. It just drags you in a more, like, a deeper loop. You know everything about yourself, but you just can't help yourself, and you can't explain why you're doing this, while you can explain what you are. I'm exhausted about this. Matter of fact, I'm exhausted at a person. So I asked some of my relatives about this. They said, "You're not. You never had a job. You can't say that because there's some stress that could totally collapse yourself in your future. And you can't, like, you can't just being like this without really experiencing a social. Like, you can't really set those things and act like this without stepping in the society as an individual being." Well, I agree, but not totally agree. I might be lack of experience of life, but maybe some people naturally don't like experiencing those. Like, I didn't ask for. I need to be born. I didn't ask for to stay in this world, but you just dragged in. You suffer, and you have to deal with it. The only method you could get out is death, but I don't really want to. Well, at least not as a necessary method. Not as a necessary thing I have to do right now. But I'll take it as an emergency exit. When it comes to things I can't take it anymore, I think doing this would be the best decision I ever made. You know, world seems different ever since I am in puberty. Everything's gone pretty good in the beginning. I got friends around me. I got, at least mentally, I feel successful. I feel rich inside me. But ever since I had depression, I wouldn't even I wouldn't even say I'm mentally ill. I'm just lost in what I am and what this world is. And I believe everyone has one of those experience in their younger age or in their future. And I am the one who's just stuck in this event and can't get myself out. But in the other hand, I think I found who I am, and I found a brand new way to react with the world, to interact with everything. So I wouldn't take it as a mentally ill. It's just a development of myself. I've been studying a lot of, like, not properly psychology. I learned a lot about Freud. Yeah, I think it's Freud. And also in psychology. Oh, no, it's philosophy. I read a lot of books from Nietzsche and uh, Camus, Albert Camus. Well, they provide you a new way to see through everything, but they never provide you an answer, and no one ever will, not even yourself. So, is the final goal of the whole quest is looking for the answer? Well, like before, I think this is. You spent your whole life looking for an answer that it never is an answer. But now, I don't think what is the answer is really important. The most important things is how you have to deal with it, how you place yourself in in the world, like to create a comfort zone that you feel at least you could survive in this world physically and mentally. Well, physically, I think I go pretty well. Well, at least not very sick that I can't get out of can get out of hospital. But mentally, there's still some great mess inside my head right now. Nothing's changed, and but everything's changed. I start thinking more weird. I couldn't look for a word better than weird. I judge myself as a organism, as a living being, and I also judge myself as a morality of human social. It's kind of like a it's kind of like competitions against uh ID and super ego, and this chemicals will happen forever, and you can't stop it, not even you want to. And now I'm ran off my words again. I had purchasing three of them each side of my ear. And I'm planning for more. I want a tattoo, but I don't know if that's a good idea because I'm not finished my school yet, and I might head to college, and I don't know is that good for me. I'm looking for a way to destroy myself, but I'm also not sure if I could construct myself in the future. It bothers me. I suffer, but I enjoy it. It's kind of weird. You never knew. I don't know what I'm going through right now. Oh no, I ran out of my words again. But I don't see this as fixing my boredom in any way. So I hope someone to solve my problems, but that someone must be myself. And I don't want to solve this problem. I don't have the ability to solve those problems. So it's just a closure loop. A loop you never get out. But you have to. And another thing you have to is keep the loop running. Keep it running until the end of your life. Or you want to end it earlier. Never knew. I haven't had my dinner yet. Till now it's almost 9 o'clock in the night. Well, lately I've haven't ate a lot of things. For a day I could totally just empty my stomach and sleep and just had some snacks and go on another day. In my school days, I had black coffee at the morning with no sugars. Just coffee, nothing. Just coffee. And maybe cigarettes. And I skip lunch every day. I don't know why. Because I just can't really feel starvation. Like, I have to eat something when someone told me to. And I don't know if that works. Because it's clearly something wrong in here. You know, I hope I could sleep and have a wonderful dream that I could never wake up. I once dreamed in a candy shop where the shop displayed a lot of candy. Some of them is more like a cotton candy, but the texture like gas. You inhale it and you taste sweetness all over your brain. It brings you joy. Some of those candies looks like a planet. I saw Jupiter. I saw Saturn. and some of them I don't even recognize what's that. It tastes sweet, just sweetness, like your brain tell you it tastes sweet. It had the texture of a rock, a stone. You bite on like a crunchy one. You could try to bite a chopper that write things on a blackboard, on the chalkboard, whatever you call. It just tastes like that. Even the air in the store is sweet, like dreamy. I never want to get out from the store. Honestly, I hope I could spend my whole life. I wouldn't say whole life. Like eternally on in that store. But Dream have to wake up. Dream really does have to wake up. I had a lot of dreams that I could still tell you in front of the camera. I wrote it down in my dream diary, and some of them are pretty terrifying. I saw some dude, like, I was hiding behind of a window in the second floor of some random house, and I saw another dude next to that house in the garden got beaten up so bad by another guy's, like another group of people with sticks, hammer on. That that poor guy brings run out. It terrifies me. And what terrifies me more is why I would dream something like that. I can't tell if it's my inner aggression about things or about myself, or it's kind of hints that my subconscious want me to notice. I never know. Same as the train stream I just talked about earlier. I got violence dream. I got a dream that I never want came out. It's like a wonderland. And I got dreams is somewhere in between. I dream of I went back to my grandma's place in a apocalypse, after apocalypse, or you could call it post apocalypse. And everything's broken. Buildings are broken. And all I can see is green plants cover all over the cities and everything around me. There's no people existing anymore, but only robots. They had a large, a large, I think it's a glass tank behind them, and every glass tank had a plant inside. Some of them are flowers, some of them are grass, and some of them are moss. I don't even know. Maybe both, like all of them are inside a glass tank. They breathe with that thing. But just me, myself, in the dream is a human. And I feel isolated. Maybe that's the key of something. Want myself to notice. I am isolated. Not by people, but by myself. I isolate myself. I lock myself in my room. mentally and physically, just to stay out of the world that bothers me or that makes me uncomfortable. But it's never a way to escape yourself, to run away of things. But every time I had a frustration of things that didn't go as what I want or as I expected, the only first thing and the only thought in my mind is my room, my bed. I really want to cover up myself with the blanket and just shut everything outside of the blanket. I hope for a shelter. I hope for forever peace. But I don't know. And I hope I could. But you never knew. I hope to see that I could post videos after some times, maybe a month, maybe a year. I hope to see myself on this even after 10 years. But also, I don't want to be in this world anymore. But, I have to. I promise myself. I promise the one who saved me to keep going. No matter what, I need to remember someone that been existent, and that's the whole task of my life. Just to remember one thing and one existence that really matters to me. Even I don't feel myself as something I would consider in front of life and death. But that existence would take over all the decisions I make and all the things I want. I promised her. I promise her to keep going, keep living, keep suffering with joy and with the memory of keep remembering that she exists. She is watching me everywhere, anytime, everywhere. That's so lovely. And fulfill the prophecy. Present day and present time.